roupa do minhas. Agora eu vou desativar meu microfone e a gente continua. Valeu!
Let's do this. Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too. All right then. Practice makes perfect. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down. The enemy's getting stronger. We gotta do the same.
We need any advantage we can get.
This'll make a difference.
An enhanced spell. Most...
Peace.
Ah, thanks, Hunter.
Tony is working.
Good day, Hunter.
Remember to stay hydrated.
the hell are you, Blaze?
There you are, Hunter. Please join me when you have a moment. I insist.
What do you think of Logan?
It's good to have him here again. He's always been a trusted friend.
But the real question is, have you been a trusted friend to him?
I'm not sure I like what you're implying.
You have to admit, your track record for keeping secrets is becoming quite infamous.
Ah, you're talking about keeping the others in the dark about Blaze holding the parchment.
I am.
It's not really a discussion I'm willing to have right now. Logan kept a secret for Agatha and I, and it saved our lives. It must have been, what, 1985? 84? I remember because Agatha crimped her hair and shoulder pads had cast some strange spell over my wardrobe. We looked quite ridiculous, but we were happy. Well, happy until a rather disturbed coven of witches by the name of the Salem Seven invaded our home.
Did your enchanted shoulder pads at least offer you some protection?
Oh, I wish. Funny I can laugh about it now. At the time, it was so tragic. See, the Salem Seven were Agatha's grandchildren by her son, Nicholas Scratch.
They tried to kidnap their grandmother?
They felt she had betrayed which kind by choosing to live among humans, and came to drag her back to New Salem by force. Logan was staying with us when they invaded our home. He hid us in a secret passage and refused to tell them where we were. He kept our secret and fought them off long enough for Agatha to invoke a banishing spell. Without him, they would have surely kidnapped her, or maybe worse.
I hope you were able to exact revenge on them. Give them the justice they deserve.
Agatha did penalize them by finding a way to take away some of their powers for good. I wanted her to do more, but she wouldn't go further than that against her own family, no matter how dysfunctional or dangerous it had become. Speaking of dysfunctional family dynamics, I do trust you, you know, even though I don't always show it.
I know.
Even though you don't always show it?
Something like that.
Common ground. Who would have thought?
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
Time to earn our paycheck. Your time has come. You were too weak for this fight. You had your chance. You're mine. mother abandoned. Feel my call.
More.
Wow, I'm glad you're on our side. Someone order a knuckle sandwich? I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. I'm not going down that easy.
So it's beginning.
Leave some for the rest of us.
No one runs. Now is my There are worse things than death, and I can make them happen for you.
Here we go. I am impressed.
This will help you.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
After you. Looks like we're all here. Grab a seat and let's get started.
I am ready.
The Art of War is one of my favorite books, if not my favorite. Can anyone guess why?
Because it's not just about fighting, it's about how to conduct yourself when in conflict with others?
Carol gets it. For quite a while, all my interactions with people involve some form of conflict.
Interesting.
This book laid things out for me. Helped me understand you don't always smash yourself against a problem face first. You must understand your enemy before you can hope to defeat them. Hunter, you get this more than most. You understood Lilith, which led you to discover her weakness. With that came her defeat.
I lost 300 years to understanding. I would not call that a success.
I would. Your sacrifice, whatever it was, kept the world from plunging into darkness. My point here, until we know what game Lilith is playing, there's no way we can break the rules. That's the only way we win.
So the favorite book of a half-vampire was written by Master's son.
I'm the Daywalker. Of course it is.
Carol, what stood out for you?
The chapter about flexibility in warfare. Yes, it presented distinct situations, but at its core, it promoted a philosophy of adaptability. This is a subtle but key difference from the Kree war manuals I know. Those manuals lay out how to overcome every possible contingency. Because Kree commanders always expect an answer, exceptions can flummox the ones who let the rules think for them.
I have not met a Kree commander, but humans are just as capable of rigid thinking.
Oh, of course. I think that's what the text is working against. The Art of War encourages fluidity of thought. The variations presented in the chapter on flexibility are examples, not rote technique.
And that's how wars are lost.
So I've been dying to know, what is Captain America's favorite part of this book?
After this read, everything he had to say about deception and warfare.
Ooh, explain.
Wait, what used to be your favorite?
Discussions of leadership. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I've long since internalized all that worked for me and examined what didn't. But convincing your enemy that your greatest weakness is your most powerful strength.
Or the opposite, that your strength is a vulnerability?
Exactly. It struck me, especially regarding our conflict with Lilith. So, what's our greatest strength?
I killed her once. That is why you brought me back.
Maybe, but you don't remember how. Does she? If so, she can guard against the one vulnerability that stopped her. I don't have an answer to the question I asked, but I plan to do what the Art of War suggests. Learn her weakness. Adapt as the conflict evolves. Keep Lilith guessing. And above all, think.
And that'll do it.
Great. So what's our next book?
I told Carol she could pick the next one.
I decided on volume 32 of the Kavat Koth.
The what now?
It's a cross between a legal text, a spaceborne invasion defense manual, and one of those sagas that Thor seems to love.
Okay then.
I promise it's not a heavy read. I thought it would be a good companion to The Art of War.
See you all next time.
I'm nervous about my book. I don't know how much of it will translate. Not the language, the ideas.
It is good to encounter new views. They help you better comprehend your own.
You really connected with the art of war, huh? I think you'll like my choice. Give it a shot. That's all I ask.
I didn't know what I was getting into when I signed up, but I'm glad we have book club.
It was good to see the conclusions we each drew from the book.
That's why I think we need to do this. A team that understands its disparate parts works better in concert. But don't quote me. Sun Tzu said it better.
That went better than expected.
I am looking forward to reading Carol's book.
Same here. Feels like book club is pointing out an edge we've always had, but never knew to sharpen. That's all for now. You taking off or hanging out?
I should leave.
Right. Hey. Another new member? We should probably start charging dues.
Hunter, I wanted to talk to you about book club.
Oh, having a good time?
I'm having a great time. Always good to flex the old brain muscles. I need your advice, though.
What kind of advice?
It's about Blade. I get the feeling that all of book club is just his roundabout way of getting to be friends with me. I mean, I'm touched. He seems like a good guy, but shy. So how do I tell him I'm totally cool with being best pals without scaring him off? Got any thoughts?
Friendships form naturally whether people say it out loud or not. I think if you keep showing up at book club, things will be fine.
Good point. If I've learned anything from those books, it's that what's not said is so much more important than what's said.
I wish I could be more helpful.
Please, you've been more than helpful just listening to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go catch up with my reading. I'm a couple of chapters behind.
I can tell.
Watch it. No spoilers. I gotta say, I'm loving our current book.
Seriously, this is about as celebratory as I get, unless there's boba.
Well, looky who it is.
We've talked about my claws, but do you know how they work?
I've seen them come out of your hands. They are shiny.
The shiny is called adamantium.
I have never heard of it before.
It's essentially a substance used to make people into weapons.
All power comes with a cost.
Yeah, like most things. I was born with the claws, but they were just bone. Fast forward a few years and I meet a doctor who sees something in me.
He was not a good doctor.
He's the one who coated my skeleton in adamantium. Hurt like hell. I wouldn't wish that pain on anyone. Safe to say this doctor isn't around anymore. Don't get me wrong, the claws are a part of me. Never hated him.
You always speak your mind, Eddie. It is refreshing.
Got into a lot of trouble once for obscuring the truth, so I try to avoid it now. Plus, my symbiote's incapable of lying.
Did you eat the last piece of pizza the other night?
No?
Really? I thought it was you.
I said my symbiote is incapable of lying. I still can. Can we do that again? Like right now? Well, we came, we saw, we did a thing. I prefer birds on my plate, but this wasn't half bad.
You know I know magic, right?
Do your thing.
Sheesh, if that was practice, I can't wait to see you unleash on Lilith.
I'm quite pleased with these results. Oh, and I was just about to binge watch my story. It may not be flashy, but it will get the job done. If only I could say the same. Caught my eye as well.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Not bad, right? This thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Central is ready to work. Now we know what they're up to. The question... Thanks, Hunter.
The hunter stalks its prey.
Who are we sending on an op? See you soon. Was running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equone credite tucri.
Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans. Carol, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and bingo. There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony, did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no, only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How juicy?
Well, I'll give you 2 guesses, but you'll only need one. A big green one. Gotta admit, I'm super curious to find out what Bruce has been digging up in the old files.
And how Lilith plans to use it against us.
I've got an uneasy feeling about this mission. Something doesn't sit right with me.
Still feels good to be free from Lilith's control.
I can only imagine.
And I hope you never have to do more than that. Thankfully, we're free here now.
Do not jinx yourself.
Find out what Banner is searching for in the Stark files, then get back here.
We got this, Sarah. I know how to handle Bruce.
He's fallen under Lilith's power. He's no longer the same man you knew.
Yeah, he's a little more exciting now.
Stark, wait! We don't know what he's planning.
Hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry. This time I've accounted for...
And if these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? I'm disappointed.
No trap, Tony. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the Creepy Crew? If anyone could fight her off, I'd have thought it'd be you.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it.
My gamma accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off the new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
And there it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data. And then kick your evil ass.
You misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Dr. Banner was kind enough to alert Hydra's forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time, Mr. Stark.
Me? Show off? What would ever give you that idea? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Your time has come. Hail that. Forever in service.
An enduring pain.
Follow my You're still standing.
Our numbers are endless. Soon they arrive.
Death won't be in vain.
You really are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego.
Mercy for the souls of the living. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
will kneel.
Try harder than that.
The mother has many children. Behold their passage.
That facility is teeming with Hydra reinforcements. Anything you can do to expedite the process.
Look, you can't just smash the keyboard and wait for a bunch of algebraic equations to fly off the screen. This isn't some 90s movie.
Credit where credit is due. Stark knows his technology.
Got it.
Why can it never be easy with you?
Just lucky, I guess.
Tony, wait! We have what we came for. There's no reason to... Follow him.
I tried to reason with you, Tony, but you were never going to listen. Just like Mother said.
Oh, crap.
It's too beautiful, too painful for words. So I'll show you. Yes, of course.
Okay, then you were right.
Oh, and Tony, this was the trap.
Holy mother of... Is it me, or are these things just getting bigger and better? Forehead on that thing.
I would be more concerned about the maze.
Oh, I was getting to that. But I just can't pull my eyes away from that massive brain case of hers.
I'm glad you're in good spirits, but the Dread Maiden is no laughing matter.
This shouldn't take long.
That will not distract.
Walk in the light. Their time is short.
Not be defeated.
We are glad to be on your side for once.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
It's time. Much appreciated. I fail her.
My fate is no different from yours.
try summoning reinforcements unless you can disable her first.
Sure, maybe we'll just take a few swipes at her kneecaps.
You have earned this.
I know what my future holds. They won't know what hit them. Love the effort.
That was something. They really want to get on my bad side. They've not lost interest. Lilith has made this Dread Maiden in her own twisted image.
Interesting interpretation. I would have guessed it was something out of Giger's sketchbooks.
My fate is no different from yours.
Uncle Tony's got your back.
You have our back.
I will not be defeated.
You were supposed to be better than this.
I wasn't sure how you'd fare against her, but the Dread Maiden was no match for you.
What'd you call that thing again?
Dread Maiden.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think I lost myself there for a second. I should have listened to you. I'm sorry about that.
He that starts out on a quest for vengeance.
This work, this discovery, will have ramifications for generations to come. Think my own son, Tony.
Better not miss. Every time it seems like I finally put my family issues behind me, someone has to go and pick at the scar.
Is this about what Banner found in your father's files?
Bingo. Let's just say your mom and my dad would have made a real cute couple. In hell.
I had no idea you hated your father. Seems like we have a lot in common.
Don't get me started. I could go on about it for an hour. Or 50 minutes. Weekly.
Perhaps I should know more about him. Your father, that is.
Some kids' dads had hobbies like collecting coins or stamps. Mine collected Defense Department contracts. And on the rare occasions when he wasn't off trying to build a better bomb, he was yelling at me.
Over what?
Over everything!
So Banner wants one of your father's bombs.
No, it's worse than that. Howard had an avid interest in gamma radiation. That's the thing that puts the Hulk in Hulk. He always talked of constructing a gamma accelerator, an unbelievably powerful piece of machinery. If that's what Banner's after, we could be in a world of hurt.
The situation is already dire, whether or not Banner is pursuing this accelerator.
Yeah, but one thing about my dad's technology, it always made doing terrible things much easier.
If it helps, we could go through the files together and strategize.
I appreciate the offer, Hunter, but right now I just need to get out of this suit and put my thoughts together.
So don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run Emo Kids tonight.
I'm used to her taking over. She does this whenever I find my own path.
It's just for tonight, okay? I'll shut down the Emo Kids before I let her take over. Alright, let's do this.
Lead the way.
Tonight's ritual will prove to be an absolute treat.
Why am I just now finding out that Emo Kids serves dessert? Did you bring it out after I leave?
No, we don't. No. I mean, Caretaker's mastery of tonight's ritual. Her magic is bones of the world old. I confess my ignorance as to her methods is quite thrilling. A rarity for any Sorcerer Supreme.
I need the ingredients you collected.
I did not bring them.
Felt like busy work, yes? I don't see how Caretaker can do any better.
How much did Nico tell you?
She said you are leading.
I suspect you have an opinion.
This is a far cry from observing.
I asked to run this meeting because we approach the moment of your death. I won't have amateurs bungle this.
Like magic? She brought us closer to what happened than anyone else.
On the contrary, her misguided approach reminded me of an old technique. It will reveal the truth while keeping you safe. Tonight I will cocoon your conscious mind from your past self. When you are ready, we can safely observe the events of your death.
We can begin.
What is the last memory on the...
Lilith, asking me to join her.
Keep it close. That's where you'll begin.
All right.
What do you see?
Lilith and I face each other in the circle. Join you Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation. My true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you.
Not yet, but you will be, when I remove the shackles that bind
No.
you.
I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
Observing your own death can lead to sleepless nights, I know from personal experience. If you have trouble sleeping, I can write you a prescription. A joke, of course. I'm not licensed in this state.
You died predictably.
You sound disappointed.
Death for the hunter should not be so banal. Next time, add some spice. Get your legs stuck in a combine harvester. Have a sack of starving weasels tied around your face. Anything but demon powers.
What did Lilith mean about your...
We are finding more questions.
True, but we have someone here who can help decipher. Sarah knows her sister better than anyone alive.
I will talk.
Sounds good.
I'm disappointed. I thought there'd be more to it.
Same here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
What she said about me, my true self, can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait?
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works.
After I died, was that how you found me?
Yes. You and Lilith. With the Darkhold between you.
If she used it to kill me, how did she die?
The Darkhold is a dangerous book. Maybe the power was too much for her to control.
I know where my body ended up. What of Lilith?
The Knights of Wundagore took Lilith's body. I didn't ask where, and didn't want to know.
And the Darkhold?
Also provided to the Knights, in pieces for them to scatter throughout the world. It worked for centuries, until Hydra tracked them down.
That is all.
Are you...
It is better than not knowing, but I am still figuring out how to feel about it.
That's normal. Take your... I won't keep you.
I think that's it.
That...
It's your move, Tony.
Move for me.
I can't move for you. That defeats the purpose of the game. Why don't you just tell me what's bothering you instead?
How do you know something's bothering me? You using the all-seeing eye of Agamotto again? Well, I hate to break it to you, Doc. It hasn't been working.
No, it's what the eyes of Stephen Strange tell me. I'm worried about you.
Fine. You want to know what's bothering me?
How are you, Peter?
Better than the world out there. I've been watching this for hours, hoping to get a glimpse of the neighborhood, see how it's holding up through all this. But I guess Queens is not important enough for the news media to cover.
Maybe you should take a break from the news.
Kind of hard to when there's people out there you care about.
I just do not want you to burn yourself out.
You sound like Aunt May. She didn't like it when I stayed up all night watching TV either. Is it weird that I miss being nagged by her? I've been trying to reach her on her cell all day today and the signal keeps dropping. I'm guessing that big hole in the New York atmosphere is interfering with her cellular network. Sometimes I feel like I should be there with her, to protect her, to protect the neighborhood. But I know you need me here.
You cannot be everywhere at once, or everything to everybody.
But who else is going to protect my neighborhood if not little old Spidey me?
We will protect your neighborhood by saving the world.
Oh, looks like I just got a message.
From your Aunt May?
No, MJ. She said Aunt May is staying with her. What a relief.
You should call them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Thanks for checking in on me, Hunter. If Lilith mindjacks me, she's gonna be surprised how much of it is taken up by movie trivia and web fluid formulas. Tony Stark's father had a secret trove of gamma research that Bruce Banner stole from under our noses. That stings me, and I'm not even an Avenger.
I'm concerned about the particularly whether they're susceptible to my sister's dark whims.
The Darkhold can awaken beings far more vile and deadly than the Dreadmaiden.
Extraterrestrials always make an Armageddon extra fun. Wake me up when the aliens join the nuttiness.
All this gamma exposure and corruption isn't good for you and your collar.
Oh, I found one of my favorite records and I thought you might like it. Or at least be polite enough to fake it. Anyway, we'll get some more quality one-on-one time. It's a little retro, but so are you. So, what do you think?
Lively, frustrating, angry, but liberating. Reminds me of how I feel towards caretakers sometimes. I like it.
Oh, I knew you'd get it. It's grunge. It's what happens when you mix the nonconformity of 80s Seattle and tons of punk and rock influence. You get awesome bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, making something super authentic with this messy, dirty sound. It put Seattle on the music map. I used to listen to it repeatedly during my I can't believe my mom stabbed me phase. As you can tell, she was a great mom. Didn't leave me scarred at all. Ugh, like, why have a kid if you're gonna get rid of them when they interfere with your dark arts and crafts?
A witch like you does not deserve to be treated that way. I hope you showed her what you are capable of.
You can say that. She's dead and I'm here, which also means I'll never get closure. I guess I didn't realize how much I trusted her until that trust was broken.
What is done, but I see you are still carrying it with you. Do not be afraid to go wherever you need to in order to find peace.
Roger that, Hunter. Okay, no more of this downer talk. Time to listen and let the sounds of angst carry you away.
Hey, look who's awake.
Thanks, Hunter.
Ready to fight some crime?
I'm quite pleased with these results. Please tell me it's you may have stumbled onto something important here. You know, I really could do just as well without you loitering back there. That caught my eye as...
How's it going, boss? Sometimes, I even impress myself. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here. Don't forget to write.
needed this.
Practice makes perfect.
Just give me a target.
Caretaker said I need to be...
My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
All right, then.
trying a new workout routine. The more I burn off, the more I get to eat.
It's a simple question.
I mean, maybe?
Maybe how? Maybe you did see a stolen piece of one-of-a-kind gamma tech at the mysterious creepy lab?
It is possible. We were busy.
Yeah, trying to save our friend. The one you all abandoned.
No, the one we are all trying to save, along with the rest of the planet.
Banner's accelerator.
Now this from the person who saw their first light bulb a few weeks ago.
And we're done here.
What if I were to tell you that theoretically, we could use the accelerator to destroy the Parchment of Power?
I would say, theoretically, that without the Parchment of Power...
The prophecy could not come to pass.
But that is impossible.
Agreed.
This from the wizard with the talking cape, the resurrected demon hunter, the blood witch, and the queen of limbo? I'm the most boring person here.
There might be a way to return to that facility.
You never told me that.
My sword retains a memory of every portal I open, but... it is better if I show you. Each time I try to reach it, something pushes back. Like I've hit a wall.
Wall? More like pure...
evil.
A demonic energy barrier. Unlike any I felt before.
Bruce. No matter what we do, he's always one step ahead of us. And to think, he used to be the boring one.
There has to be a way through, and we have to find it.
Try explaining that to Auntie Caretaker. She just read me the riot act about putting you in danger.
You worry about the barrier. I will handle Sarah.
You appear to have something on your mind, Hunter. You obviously have something to say, so please say it. And make it quick. We don't have a lot of time.
We need to go back to the Hydra lab Banner was using. We need...
I don't need to hear any more. The answer is no.
Caretaker, please. It is possible we could use the Stark Gamma Accelerator there to destroy the Parchment of Power.
Oh, in that case, let me make my displeasure clearer. There is no way in hell I'm letting any of you go back to that lab. Especially you. My job is to keep you alive, and that's what I intend to do. This is the last I want to hear of such an ill-advised plan. When I said you needed to work better as a team last night, I didn't mean you needed to work better to come up with absurd ideas.
I thought I was the leader of this team now. If I am the leader, then maybe I should have the room to actually lead. And right now, I need to lead the team to retrieve the Gamma Accelerator.
I see.
Good.
If you're feeling productive, maybe gather the team and use their collective resolve to stop the days from marching forward. It seems time is one of our enemies as well now.
Hunter, hello.
Later.
So what did Caretaker say to start?
Well, out with it. What did Caretaker say when you proposed breaking back into Big Bad Banner's lab to retrieve Stark's Gamma
Gamma Accelerator.
Yes, that.
It is not like she can stop us.
Thought you would say that, Hunter.
No, she cannot stop us, just as we cannot make her trust us.
I wish she would trust us, so we wouldn't have to go sneaking around behind her back. We deserve that, you know, to be trusted.
I can only speak for myself, but the only person I really trust here is you.
You too, Hunter. Well, you and Nico, Blade, Robbie, and Wanda. We cannot forget about Wanda. She's still out there. She needs our help. That's why it's imperative for you to convince Caretaker that going back to Banner's lab is in the best in...
You think we will encounter Wanda there?
I know. Now hurry along and figure out a way to make it happen. You should be more careful.
Hunter.
No problem.
See you soon.
Bad guys better start running. Judgment is on its way. There's no escape for the wicked.
What are you doing?
I think I'm getting the hang of this thing. What do 3 squiggly lines mean?
It means you should step away before Sarah notices.
Okay, so the squiggly lines just flashed red. Is that bad?
Yes, actually. What is going on? Vampires? Attacking civilians in Central Park?
That means we're up, right? Innocents are in danger. We gotta take care of this right now.
Eddie, I agree completely.
Ah, first time I've heard that in years. Come on, let's do some lethal protection.
Over the years, Lilith's disciples have come in many forms.
That means you, Venom.
We don't get to eat, neither do these bloodsuckers.
Feel free to interrupt their meals.
No mercy for the servant. You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned
Try not to swallow any, and you'll be fine.
We're not always about eating.
Feel my call. Have your back. I feel stronger already.
you enjoying a little payback. Just remember why you're there.
Stop nagging us. We will deal with the problem.
Now you were starting to sound like a midnight sun.
I knew I should have kept you two apart.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
If I sent Blade to handle this, he wouldn't have had any trouble.
Stop trying to push our buttons. We aren't stupid.
Good. Then focus on the mission.
Focus on leaving us alone.
Something. Like they have got help.
Isn't it satisfying to help the innocent and not eat them?
That is not the word we would use.
I'm sure you'll come around. Eventually.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. Return to your mother. You were unprepared.
Well done out there. Especially you, Venom.
We smell something nasty.
Mephisto, what are you...
That's better. Now, let's get a few things straight. While perhaps one may choose to save the odd civilian. Contractually, in the fight to end the vampire scourge, the spirit of the intended agreement
Come again?
I did not waste my time curing you so you could save superfluous human lives.
Still boring.
Do I have your attention now? We all know what you really are. A monster. The only version of you that remotely interests me, and the only reason I allowed this deal.
Stop doing that!
Oh, I'll stop. But you've earned an object lesson. Vampires are bad for business. Vampires keep souls from flowing to where they're most needed. With less souls, there are more soulless. Do you understand the lesson? Because it's time for some target practice.
So many targets.
I just see 2 of them. Let's see if you can do this properly. I'll give you 1 chance. Just kill them all. It's really quite simple.
Much appreciated.
There is no escape. Slow me down. I will not let you down.
You're so much more efficient without those trifling morals.
Just trying to survive your foolish games.
Deny it all you like, Hunter. But you're a natural killer.
Stop talking at us! Delicious!
walk in the light. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Someone must aid them. Enough. You're wasting our time on these inedibles.
Ready to crawl back to your home planet yet?
We were fine on Earth, not here. So weak. It's time. You got off easy this time. Ready. Generous.
I will not waste this opportunity. You had a chance to escape. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed. The advantage is mine.
legacy ends. How embarrassing.
He is like a less endearing version of Caretaker.
So much nagging! This one is out!
Pathetic.
Some for the rest of us.
Generous.
You have earned this.
Next time, run while you still can.
Cannot possibly match your strength. I will make this quick.
Can we interest you in hosting a symbiote?
Behold the light's gift. That is mine. Welcome assistance. Lilith would be embarrassed by your weakness.
Release us!
Acceptable outcome. You've earned some small measure of my respect. And I hope learned your lesson.
The lesson is, we do not like being the target!
Of course you don't. And that burning in your chest, that would be...
indigestion?
That would be regret. The most overused human seasoning.
Seasoned humans are delicious.
Would you?
Enough! If you want this so much, stop posturing and tell us where to go.
Find what you seek, where it all began. Now, eradicate the vampire threat, or join me in limbo forever.
You do not dare!
Right, off you go. I don't know why I bother.
Hey, you mind checking in with Eddie? Whatever happened with Mephisto has him especially bummed.
Why not talk to him yourself?
Because I want him to cheer up?
Of course. I will speak with him.
Thanks. Oh, and don't tell him I asked. Wouldn't want to spoil his mood any further.
You know, Mephisto doesn't look that tough. And how much do you think he benches?
You seem frustrated. If you need to vent, I could hold the punching bag while you hit it.
Nah, I can't take everything out on Peter.
That is not what I...
Yeah, I know what you meant. Sorry, Hunter. Didn't mean to bite your head off. Honestly, I feel like I'm the one who's getting used as a punching bag right now.
Mephisto is getting to you?
For starters. Yeah, don't forget about Lilith. And with these vampires, feels like everyone's forming a line.
That is a lot.
Your mother controlled me. She took away my free will. Now Mephisto has me under his thumb. I'm tired of being someone's puppet.
You are angry, and you should be. Channel it. Use it to fuel the battles ahead.
Yeah, I got no shortage of fuel, so don't worry. But I get your point. My symbiote is a great companion, but makes it hard for me to think straight when I get worked up. You know, I always thought of myself as the lethal protector. I can be the bad guy if it means protecting the innocent, but Mephisto has me all twisted up. It makes me think I can't even do that.
Sounds like the only thing left to do is teach Mephisto not to mess with the Midnight Suns.
All right. I can get on board with that. You know, I was actually thinking about that already. You ever heard of the legendary Spear of Perseus? No, not the fabled hero who beheaded Medusa, but the real-life Macedonian king. A book in the library says he possessed a god-forged spear that made him invincible. Something like that might kill Mephisto.
Something about this legend does not add up. How does a real-life Macedonian king forge a weapon on Mount Olympus?
No idea. How does Thor become an Avenger? Weird stuff happens, Hunter.
You really believe a blade like this still exists?
Well, yeah, it's indestructible. It's gotta be somewhere.
Eddie, are you sure this is an actual workable solution to our Mephisto problem, or is it just the first quick fix you could find?
Hey, I'm not looking for a shortcut here. I spent hours researching the spear. On the internet. But, okay, I see what you're getting at. I'm taking the screwball approach to things like I always do. But still, I have to do something. Give me some time to think.
You talked to Eddie? How's he doing?
He was upset at his ill treatment by Lilith and Mephisto, but he wants to do the right thing. I plan to support him.
That makes two of us.
He needs time to recover, but it seems he will be all right.
Sure, but how do I put this delicately? I'm concerned his emotions will get the better of him.
How so?
Well, Eddie was always an emotional tornado, but the symbiote doesn't help. It feeds off his emotions, enhances them.
Eddie's feelings are not his own?
Oh, they are, but they're amplified, sometimes to a dangerous degree. Take it from me, the symbiote can really wind your gears.
I know how to train wild beasts. Lots of meat, belly rubs, and you bop them on the nose if they bare their teeth at you.
In my experience, Venom will tolerate only one of those things. Stick to positive reinforcement and the occasional plate of wings. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. If he stops acting like the Eddie I know, you'll be the first to hear it.
my god, Robbie, why are you so pumped about meeting Blaze? Word on the street is the dude's a major a-hole.
Oh, come on! He's the original spirit of vengeance, and like...
I'm glad you're fitting in. We've heard so many stories about you that we didn't really know what to expect.
What did you hear?
That you were a godlike hero walking the earth, single-handedly holding back the forces of evil.
That is only part of the story. Caretaker forged me into a weapon. Agatha, she kept me grounded.
Same with us. Caretaker is always focused on the task at hand. Agatha reminded her we aren't pieces on a chessboard. I'm surprised you and Caretaker keep butting heads. She always spoke of you so fondly.
This is how it always used to be. If you were saying it was different, I was not around for it.
I guess everybody loves you when you're dead. Now that you aren't, the Midnight Suns have all dealt with Caretaker when she's prickly. If you ever need a vent, we get it.
Thanks, Nico.
Of course, what are friends for? Can we do it again? When we open up to each other, that's true magic.
Anything else on your mind?
See, Hunter, you're so much more than a weapon. Fun.
That creature should not have found his way into...
Watch yourself, Hunter.
That felt good. Needed that.
We're gonna need a new training dummy. You ended that one's career.
Sorry to bust up your equipment. Training at night always gets me in the zone.
I'm the same. Night Stalker, all the way. Gives me a chance to let go. Be myself without worrying what others might think.
Bub, I don't even know what myself is anymore. Butchers at Weapon X threw my mind into a blender. Wanted to erase the man to unleash the pure beast. They got what they wanted. And then some. Charles has been trying to help me put the pieces back ever since. I'm not even sure I want to remember it all.
A vampire fed on my mother during my birth. For whatever reason, her face at that moment was burned into my mind. It was the same one I saw years later when I had to put her down.
We better order a lot more training dummies.
This night is darker than most.
Why? Is there a danger I am not seeing?
You're looking right at it. Lilith's darkness is testing me, Hunter. Her power is growing and mine along with it. I won't lie. I like feeling this strong. I like it a little too much. Surely you felt it too.
I know that feeling well, Blade.
Lilith is your mother after all. I'm doing my best to keep the blood-sucking beast in me at bay, but it's getting harder and harder each night. And I'll be honest, it pisses me off. You may not know this about me, but I like to be in control.
Do not be afraid of your own shadow, Blade, when it is your shadow that gives you your edge.
And it's a sharp edge, too.
You know, sometimes I have found all you need is a good night's sleep. It does wonders for my outlook.
Good nights, bad nights. I really don't sleep. It's not my thing. I'll be awake for a long time tonight. If you're not busy, we could sit a while. It would be nice to catch up.
And what would you like to talk about?
Whatever you want.
While we are talking about Lilith, is there anything she might be able to use against you?
You mean leverage?
Lilith looks for weaknesses as a way to get into your mind. I need to know about yours.
I knew a woman once, Gloriana. We traveled the world together, slaughtering vampires and making love. Good times. We were in London and got word of a master vampire on the loose. My big ego told me I could kill him as easy as the others. I was wrong. I nearly got myself killed, and because of that mistake, I left him an opening to turn Glory into one of his kind. The woman I loved became the thing I hate. I'll spare you the rest of the details.
It is okay. I understand the emotions. Love turning to hate resonates with me well. Are you curious about the Fallen? Do you think we can bring them back?
I wonder. They look terrible on the outside. I can't imagine they look any better on the inside. But I don't want to think those things about Wanda, so I really don't think about it at all.
Lilith's evil goes deep. It corrupts to the core.
Like I said, I'd rather think about other things.
Do you think the Sons will ever pull it together as a team?
A team's only as good as its leader. If you're not busy, we could sit a while. It would be nice to catch up.
And what would you like?
Whatever you...
Seeing you and Logan bonding through training makes my heart glad.
Logan's a good sparring partner. He doesn't hold back. Wouldn't mind having some of his carefree attitude, but not enough to lose my edge.
There is a lot more to Logan than it appears at first.
I know he's got his dark side. He's just better at showing it off.
This seems like a good time to train with Carol. Why not?
Logan's here.
No, I mean if you have feelings for her, you should...
I said Logan's here.
Ah, right. I understand. The night is only getting darker, and I am getting tired.
Then sleep?
You are not going to hit the coffin too. It is going to be an early morning.
I don't know what it is with you and coffins.
I ain't much of a conversationalist. More of a fighter.
If you're not busy, thanks, Hunter.
Yo, Hunter. Heard you were going on a super important mission.
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
get started. Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Don't forget to write.
This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared. All set.
So, does someone want to tell me what we're doing here?
We have a plan, Robbie. We just need you to wear something.
Wear what?
We'll get to that. It's a statement piece.
And what kind of statement is that?
Relax, kid. You should be excited.
You're going to summon Johnny Blaze for us.
I'm curious to see if this really works.
I think Robbie will do fine. So let's begin.
How am I supposed to summon Johnny Blaze? I don't summon. Summoning is not my thing.
Your mastery of supernatural flame is magnificent.
You mean it? Thank you so much. Hunter, did you hear this?
I did. I was standing right here.
Be honest with me. Am I really the right person to be summoning Johnny Blaze?
I think the important part of this, Robbie, is the spirit of vengeance. That is what connects you and Blaze.
Oh, so what you're saying is that if you could get Sparky here without me, that's what you do.
It is not very helpful to think that way. The team needs you right now. You have to put your ego aside.
Trust me, my ego would be calmer sitting in another room right now.
Did you have other concerns?
Yeah, but just tell me what I gotta do.
Doctor, are you familiar with the Spear of Perseus?
Hunter, please, I'm getting a bit old for children's fables, don't you think?
Okay, so it is just a story? The spear isn't a real magical artifact?
No, far from it. In fact, the Spear of Perseus is really a misnomer.
What do you mean?
Well, the Spear of Perseus isn't a physical blade, it's a military tactic. Perseus used to arrange his soldiers into a spear-like formation on the battlefield. That ridiculous legend about a supernatural weapon came centuries later.
I see. I just talked to Eddie, and he is convinced the spear is real. He hopes to hunt it down to use it against Mephisto.
Oh, by the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I hope he enjoys chasing wild geese, because that is what he is about to do.
Doctor, knowing Eddie, I worry he might find something that he believes is actually magical.
Whatever he finds is all but guaranteed to be a chintzy replica, likely ripped from a museum gift shop.
I am sure Mephisto will enjoy using it as a back-scratcher.
Indeed. Let's hope Eddie gets bored with this tale before that happens.
No demons to report here, boss.
Time to take it to the next level.
New and improved.
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Do your thing.
Hydra has a remote server attached to one of their squads in this area, and they've been using it to store communications data captured on the nearby consoles.
Come on over here, then.
If we can install Carol's script on those consoles, it will do the hard work for us. Assuming we can keep Hydra from blowing up the server first.
No problem. Where'd you learn that one?
You shouldn't try. You'll only embarrass yourself.
must fall.
For victory! You will pay for your mistake.
Their loyalty to her is unwavering.
The rift opens.
We have the upper hand for now.
I fear no end. My fate is no different from yours. That will not distract me.
For a friend in need.
Thank you, friend. I will remember your face.
I will not be defeated.
My purpose is
Be ready for my retaliation.
Some of them will join you on the other side.
Coming at me? You will not forget this.
Did I mention how much I like their horns? loser. How about this one?
As this.
Oblivion opens her eyes.
Oh, that actually hurt a little.
They will kneel.
Hey, one of ours needs help.
More join the fray.
Focused effort. You have earned this. I am afraid you might not make it back from this one.
Let's see how they handle this.
I will fight twice as hard. Now is the time.
I know what my future holds.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
I have a long memory.
My strike runs true.
They finally got me. You just made my list.
We are the instruments.
Not enough.
Looks like we're not done yet.
Our ally requires aid.
I'm waiting. for ya. Stop coming back and this won't happen.
Your strength. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
It is good to be back. More than enough.
That will not distract me. I fear no end.
Hope this helps.
I am ready.
We will make this quick.
Persistence is not always admirable.
As long as you're ready for the counter.
Greater numbers will not save you. Should I be afraid?
If you let them destroy that server, all of our work here is meaningless.
Try and stop me now. Let me help.
I appreciate your concern. Do not bother running.
discernible personality of your own.
Even the gods would not stand before us as parody with you.
It's like a train.
Eternity awaits you.
Let's help them out. We should probably help them out. They must be getting desperate. You don't see me running. Let's change things up. Good one. Let's try this. Night night.
It is my purpose.
To hurt somebody like that. Not looking so good over there.
I thought we had this under control.